You walk into Sam's Club today and something feels off. The checkout lanes that used to stretch across the front of the warehouse, they're fading away, quietly, silently. Almost like Sam's is hoping you won't notice until it's already normal. And if you've been shopping here for years, thinking you've mastered the system, brace yourself. Because there's a hidden reason behind these disappearing lanes. A reason that could be draining over $750 a year from your wallet without you ever realizing it. No, that's not a wild exaggeration. It's not a guess. It's baked into the system, designed, crafted, and engineered into the way the store works. But today, we flip the script because this video exposes 10 hard-hitting Sam's Club secrets that turn the warehouse game upside down. Not the basic, bring a list, don't shop hungry, stick to your budget advice. We're going deeper into the tactics, the psychological traps, the hidden codes, and the behind-the-scenes strategies Sam's Club hopes you never decode. And when we hit secret number 1, your little cashback routine is going to look like child's play compared to what's actually possible. But first, we need to start with the secret hiding in plain sight. And real quick, if you want more of these deep dives that protect your wallet, subscribe to Frugal Finds for You right now. Because we're not here to guess, we're here to expose. Secret number 10, the clearance code trap they don't want you cracking. Close your eyes and picture it. You're rolling that oversized Sam's cart down the bulk aisle. Suddenly you spot it. That bright yellow clearance tag. Your heart jumps a little. Is this the best price? Will it drop again? Should you wait? Stop right there. Because if the price ends in 0.01, the game is over. A price ending in 0.01 means the markdowns are finished. Full stop. No more discounts. No manager special. No deeper cut. This is the final price, and the item is about to disappear from the shelves permanently. Think of it as the warehouse version of last call. Blink, and someone else will grab it. And here's the dirty little twist. Sam doesn't make these deals obvious. You won't see giant clearance banners. You won't get a neon sign screaming, "Hurry." These markdowns are tucked behind stacks, hidden low, or placed just outside the average shopper's line of sight. Why? Because Sam doesn't want the entire store to clean out the best deals. They want only the sharpest shoppers grabbing them. Which is exactly why 99% of people walk right past. I've literally watched shoppers stand there debating for 10 seconds over a deal that was basically a gift. And in that tiny moment of hesitation, someone else swooped in and tossed it into their cart like it was nothing. So here's your new rule. If it ends in 0.01, you grab it now, not later, not "I'll come back," not "let me think." Because when you score those deals, it genuinely feels like you walked out with merchandise worth double what you paid. And honestly, you kind of did. Secret number 9, the rotisserie chicken fake-out. Now let's talk about Sam's Club's most famous item, that legendary $4.99 rotisserie chicken. Golden, juicy, smells like heaven itself. Feels like the deal of the century, but here's the harsh truth. That chicken is a trap. It's bait. Purposefully underpriced to pull you into the store. So you buy everything else at full margin. The real secret is hiding about 10 feet away, back in the raw poultry section. Because Sam's often sells the same bird, same general size and weight range for less per pound in raw form. No heavy sodium soak. No mystery solution. No preservatives. No weird fluid pooling in the bottom of the tray. Just raw chicken at a better value, with more control over what you're actually eating. When you buy the rotisserie version, you're paying for labor, seasoning, packaging, prep time, and the convenience tax. Sam's hopes you never notice, but if you shop like a pro, you grab the raw version, season it your way, toss it in a slow cooker or the oven, and end up with better flavor and usually better nutrition too. That $4.99 chicken is fantastic if you're starving and in a rush. But if you care about cost, freshness, or sodium levels, the real deal is the raw version. That's how the sharp shoppers move. Secret number 8, how to shop at Sam's without a membership. This one hurts Sam the most because it's 100% legal, and most people have no idea it exists. You do not always need a membership to shop at Sam's Club. Yes, you read that correctly. There's a legitimate backdoor called a one-day guest pass at many locations. No membership card, no annual fee, no awkward front desk conversation that feels like you're trying to sneak into a concert. You walk in, shop normally, and then pay a small upcharge at checkout. That's it. And it gets even better. Online, the loophole often works similarly. Add items to your cart, check out as a guest, and pay the non-member fee. No commitment, no annual dues, no long-term relationship required. Now, you won't get every perk. Fuel discounts, some member-only pricing, and certain services may still be tied to membership. We'll get to that. But for groceries, electronics, furniture, household essentials, and clothing, this is the hack people wish they knew years ago. So next time someone says, I don't shop at Sam's, I don't have a membership, you can smile and just say because you're about to change their entire world. Secret number 7, the markdown schedule. Timing is everything. Ever notice how some days Sam's Club feels like a gold mine, and other days it feels like a picked-over wasteland? That's because markdowns aren't random luck. They follow patterns. In many clubs, the biggest waves of deals tend to show up around Wednesdays and Sundays. Mark those days like national holidays, because that's when departments like meat, bakery, electronics, seasonal goods, patio items, and appliances are more likely to get hit with fresh discounts. But here's the kicker. Timing inside the day matters too. If you stroll in around noon, you might already be late. The clearance hunters have been there, the sharp shoppers already cleaned house, and you're left staring at half-empty shelves and leftovers that aren't even the good kind. You want the real treasure? Be there when the doors open. That's when you can walk out with deals that feel unreal. Steaks are cut down fast, electronics slashed by serious money, seasonal items were marked down overnight while everyone else was sleeping. This isn't luck. This is a strategy. And once you start shopping like this, you'll never go back to the random visit and hope method again. Let's pick up right where we left off, because the deeper you go into Sam's Club, the more obvious it becomes. The smartest savings aren't always the ones on big, bold signs. They're the ones Sam's quietly hoping you overlook. And nothing proves that better than the next secret. A loophole so open it feels illegal, but it's completely allowed. Secret number 6, the pharmacy loophole Sam's never advertises. Ready for this? In many states, you do not need a membership to use the Sam's Club pharmacy. Warehouse club pharmacies are often required to serve the public, and that means you can walk in, get a prescription filled, and walk out without ever flashing a membership card. And here's the kicker. Sam's pharmacy prices can crush what you'll see at the big chains. We're talking cheaper generics, discounted over-the-counter meds, and in some locations, helpful services like medication syncing, so your refills line up in one trip. It's one of the biggest money-saving opportunities in the entire building, and almost nobody uses it. So why doesn't Sam shout this from the roof? Because the moment people realize they can access one of the most valuable departments without paying membership fees, the illusion cracks. And once the illusion breaks, you start questioning what else might not require a membership. And that is exactly what Sam doesn't want. Secret number 5, the loss leader trap that empties your wallet. You've lived this moment before. You step inside Sam's for one thing. Maybe that famous $4.99 chicken. Maybe a cheap slice of pizza. Maybe a quick case of water. Something small. Something simple. And somehow your cart turns into a $312 mountain of stuff you didn't plan to buy. Snacks, batteries, electronics, a 10-pound tub of pretzels, a kitchen gadget you didn't even know existed an hour ago. How did that happen? You got played by the loss leader strategy. Loss leaders are items so cheap that Sam's barely makes money on them, or sometimes loses money entirely. But the goal isn't profit from the chicken or the pizza. The goal is to lure you inside, because once you're in the warehouse surrounded by towering shelves and bulk value vibes, you're far more likely to splurge. And Sam knows it. The layout is designed to manipulate impulse. The sample stations are designed to weaken discipline. The cafe is designed to keep you fed so you stay longer. This isn't just about willpower, this is behavioral economics with fluorescent lighting. So what's the fix? You go in with one mission, you get the chicken, you get the deal, and you leave. Treat it like a rescue operation, not a day trip. Get in, get out, protect your wallet. Secret number 4, tires, glasses, and hearing aids. The hidden gold mine. There's one part of Sam's Club that almost every shopper walks past without a second glance. The service departments. And that's exactly why they stay one of the warehouse's best-kept secrets. Let's break it down. Tires. Sam's can often beat dealership prices by $300 to $500, depending on the vehicle and the promo cycle. Same brands, same models, and similar warranties. Massive savings people miss simply because they assume warehouse tires must be lower quality. Glasses. Frames plus lenses can run dramatically cheaper than the big optical chains. Even premium lens upgrades can come in at a fraction of the cost. Hearing aids. We're talking potential savings of thousands compared to private clinics. Yes, thousands. So why does this feel so hidden? Because if Sam screamed these deals in every aisle, these departments would get overwhelmed overnight. Wait times would explode, staffing would get crushed, and margins would shrink. So instead, they keep these sections quiet, low profile, almost invisible, waiting for the handful of shoppers who dig deeper. This one tip alone can pay for a membership over and over again. But most people never take 3 steps into that part of the warehouse. Secret number 3, the price match trick almost no one uses. This one stings when you learn it because you instantly realize how many savings you've missed. If you find an item in-store and it's cheaper on Sam's Club's own website, you can often get that lower price right then and there. No forms, no paperwork, no dramatic manager standoff. You pull it up on your phone, show it at checkout or member services, and the price can be adjusted on the spot. I've seen people save $5, $20, $50, even over 100 just by checking the website before paying. There's one main rule. They typically match samsclub.com, not Amazon, not Walmart, not Target, not Costco, not anywhere else. But here's why this matters. Sam regularly runs online-only promotions that never show up on the shelf tag. And because most shoppers assume the in-store price is automatically the best, they overpay without even realizing it. So take 15 seconds, search the item. If it's lower online, speak up. Pocket the savings. Move on. Secret number 2. The travel deal's hidden in plain sight. This one shocks almost everyone. Sam's Club has a full-blown travel portal, and it can quietly beat the big travel sites in certain categories. Expedia, Booking, Priceline, Hotels.com, and yes, sometimes even other warehouse travel programs. We're talking vacation packages that can come out hundreds cheaper, hotel discounts that add up fast, cruise deals, rental car markdowns, bundles that include perks other sites don't show up front, and these deals are wildly underused. A typical family vacation can land 20 to 30% cheaper depending on the destination, season, and bundle. And that's not coupon code savings, that's real money. So why doesn't everyone use it? Because it's buried, deep on the website, quiet, underpromoted. Almost like Sam wants it to be a members who know perk, not a public stampede. But now you know where to look. We've exposed the pharmacy loophole, the loss leader manipulation, the hidden service bargains, the price match trick, and the travel portal almost nobody uses. But none of those compares to the final move. The one Sam's Club absolutely does not want leaking into the open. Because secret number 1 is where average shoppers become assassins, where you stop saving a little and start flipping the system upside down. This is the moment where Sam's Club accidentally becomes the one paying you. Let's get into it. Secret number 1, the triple stack cashback method that breaks the system. Most shoppers walk into Sam's Club thinking they're doing something genius just because they bought in bulk. Cute. The real power, the money printing power, happens when you combine 3 separate systems into one unstoppable savings engine. This strategy works because Sam's technology is modern enough to allow it, but messy enough that most people never realize you can stack all. 3 layers at once. Here's how the pros do it. Step 1. Use Scan and Go every single time. Let's start with the most obvious tool that people still ignore. The Scan and Go feature. If you're not using it, you're shopping with the training wheels on. Scan and Go does 3 things that immediately protect your wallet. First, you skip the checkout lanes. No impulse traps. No candy and last chance junk. No wandering into a line and suddenly adding 5 things you never planned to buy. That alone can save families $10 to $40 per trip just from reduced impulse. Second, you see your total in real time. No more rolling up to the register hoping your cart isn't secretly $320. You know what you're spending as you go, and that kills emotional overspending before it starts. Third, you control the cart like a sniper. Something feels overpriced? Delete. You change your mind? Delete. Isn't it good enough today? Delete. You're making strategic decisions in the moment instead of panicking at the register. And that's just step one. Step two, activate Rakuten or similar cashback portals. Now we get to the fun part. Before you shop, you open a cashback portal like Rakuten or another similar platform. Sam's Club frequently runs cashback offers on online or app-based purchases, and because Scan and Go is processed digitally, it can sometimes qualify in ways that feel almost ridiculous. Suddenly, your groceries, household items, clothes, and even big purchases can start pushing money back into your cashback balance every time you shop. It's outrageous that it works, but when the systems overlap, they overlap. And remember, this is on top of the savings you're already getting from clearance codes, markdown timing, and price matching. But wait, it gets better. Step 3. Pay with the right cashback credit card. This is the layer Sam can't defend against. Many credit cards treat warehouse clubs as a strong spending category, which means 2%, 3%, sometimes even more, just for paying the right way. So now your purchase works like this. You control spending with Scan and Go, you earn Portal cashback, and then you stack even more cashback through your card. That's how a $500 haul turns into something that feels closer to $470 over time. And eventually into that moment where you look at your monthly totals and realize, wait, Sam's basically helped cover my groceries? Most shoppers never do this because Sam's will never promote it. They don't want people triple stacking. They don't want customers beating the system. They want you to swipe once, pay the max, and leave. But you're not shopping like that anymore. Because once you start stacking, Sam's Club stops being a warehouse and starts being a cashback machine. The big picture. Sam's Club is a game, and now you know the rules. When you step back and look at everything we just uncovered, the pattern becomes painfully clear. Every aisle, every tag, every layout decision, every deal, all point to one goal. The less you know, the more they earn. Sam's Club relies on predictable behavior. They rely on shoppers ignoring clearance codes, missing markdown windows, assuming the rotisserie chicken is always the best deal, forgetting the guest pass exists, walking right past the service departments, skipping quick price checks, and never stacking cash back. The money they make from uninformed shopping is enormous. But once you learn the system, everything changes. You stop walking through Sam's like a regular customer. You start walking through it like an auditor. Someone who knows the codes, the loopholes, the blind spots, and the tricks behind the layout. That's why this video matters, because most shoppers don't even realize they're being outplayed. The challenge: become the shopper. Sam's Club fears. So here's your personal challenge. Next time you walk into Sam's Club, pause, look around, and ask yourself, what trick is being played on me right now? Because if you've made it this far, you now know when to shop, what codes to look for, how to bypass membership in certain situations, how to use the pharmacy advantage, where the hidden savings live, how to avoid psychological traps, and how to triple stack cashback like a professional. You are now a warehouse strategist, not just a shopper. Drop your best Sam's Club hack in the comments. Send this video to someone who keeps accidentally spending $300 every trip. And if you want more deep dive exposés on America's biggest retailers, hit subscribe to Frugal Finds For You and join the Frugal Revolution. Because here on Frugal Finds For You, we don't just save money, we expose the truth. And one more time before you go, if you learned even one trick that could save you real cash this year, subscribe to Frugal Finds For You right now, because the next breakdown is even crazier.